everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with my unboxing video and first impressions of the brand new Alcatel JOY TAB. Now it's available for T-Mobile and METRO PCS. It's LTE capable. It's got a 8-inch IPS vibrant LCD display, 32 gigabytes of internal storage with expandable SD card storage. It's got an IR blaster sensor so you can control your TV. It's got a long-lasting battery, 4,080 milliamps, and it's got a quad-core processor in it clocked at 1.5 gigahertz. So you get plenty of power, but it's also very smart and good on the power management side, so it doesn't burn through the battery too quickly. Now, it does also have a 5 megapixel rear camera, and it has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera with HD video recording, so you can get clear, crisp quality video calls if you want to use Duo or something like that. And it has 2 gigabytes of memory. Now, I do wish it had a little bit more memory, but for what you're getting, and it's 168 bucks. So if you want to pick it up, you can get it through T-Mobile or Metro PCS, like I said, and $168. I think it's pretty solid, especially being able to use the LTE capability for the internet, and it has band 71, the 600 megahertz spectrum for the best LTE that's out there for the 4G. Now, you can see here, you got the little cover on the side. That's where your SIM card goes and also your SD card. All you have to do is just pop that off and you can put either the SD card or the SIM card in there. It supports both of them. Mine came with the T-Mobile LTE SIM already in there, but you can take that out and put yours in if you have one already. You've got the 5 megapixel camera on the back there. You can see on the bottom of the tablet, you've got the speaker, which works perfectly fine. And on the right side, you got your volume buttons and your power button. And then on the bottom, you can see a little diagram for the back, the home, and the menu button. So you can access those as the capacitive buttons built into the screen, down on the bottom. And then you've got the micro USB charging port on the top, which is quick charge. It's 5 volt, 2 amp. And then the IR blaster, and you got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So you can still use your headphones, your earphones, all that good stuff. So if you've got some of those laying around the house, they'll work out perfectly. If you want to listen to some tunes, YouTube, Netflix, all that good stuff. Now, with the rest of the stuff inside of the box, you can see you got this documentation packet, which is surprising, quite a bit of documentation in here. It's a pretty good sized booklet, which is curious to me because typically, the phones come out recently. I review a lot of phones and it's like, wow, this phone has like 3 or 4 pages of documentation. And then you have this tablet and it's like, looks like it's like 50 pages. But it's in English, and then on the back it's in Spanish. You got the terms and conditions. So take a look at that if you want. It'll give you a little bit more detailed information on the setup process, using the SIM and the SD card and all that jazz. So here we have our micro USB charging cable. It's nothing too crazy. It's not the longest cable in the world, maybe like a foot, right around that. So you're going to need to be close to an outlet wherever you are to charge stuff, but it works just fine. And it's nice that they go ahead and include it in there so you can charge your tablet and get it going and able to use it as quickly as possible. And then we have our power brick here. See, Alcatel power brick, and I believe it's 5 volt, 2 amp. So nothing too crazy. Pretty much what you would expect for a micro USB charging cable and a power brick to go along with it. And that's pretty much all that's in the box. There's not a whole lot of stuff in there. I do kind of wish that they would have gone ahead and included a set of earphones in there. It's 2019. Yeah, I know it's 168 bucks, so it's kind of on the low price side when it comes to like budget technology. But it does come with the headphone jack. It would have been nice to see a set of headphones or earphones come in there. So I've got it powered up on the welcome screen here. What I want to go ahead and do is I'm going to set it up offline so y'all can't see all my super secret personal information from my Wi-Fi and my passwords and all that stuff. And we'll go ahead and hop back in once I get that done. All right, so here we are. I've gone through the initial setup. I downloaded and set up my apps kind of the way that I like them. You can see here it's got this really nice display. I have the brightness turned down so it shows up good on the video, but the brightness is pretty decent. And then you can customize the quick settings menu there. There's a couple different options if you want to change those out. The resolution on the screen is 1280 by 800. So it's pretty much the same resolution as the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 10R or the iPhone 11. Those are 820p. So it's not quite full 1080p, but it's not 720p. It's kind of in the middle. So it makes things a little bit more crisp and enjoyable, especially if you're using like lower quality streams for like 480p or 720p while you're watching this stuff on your tablet. So you're not really missing out on a whole lot. And with this 8-inch screen size, I think that you're really going to enjoy it. It's a quality tablet, especially for only 168 bucks. Now, going into the settings, it is nice. It's running Android 9.0 Pie. It has a August 5th security patch update. So it's kind of on par with what I expect. I mean, it is Alcatel. It's not Google. It's not Nokia. It's not some of those other ones that have the security updates like the day, the new month is available. We did just get into November, so I should expect that probably we'll see something here in the relative new future. But as for right now, it's got an August security update, which isn't the end of the world. Now, it doesn't have any fingerprint recognition on it. No fingerprint sensor. It doesn't have facial recognition. You pretty much just have to put the pin in, or you can use the pattern. So it's very old school that way, but they do manage to save some money and keep the price down. Now you can see, trying to get the feed to update here. I haven't used it in a couple of days. I had to go out of town for a family emergency. So getting this to update right here, if you use it daily and regularly, it'll keep it updated and it'll show you some of your favorite stuff, and it kind of picks up on the things that you like and what you like to look at. Judging from mine, you can see I like electronics and I like sports. So you've got the app drawer. You just swipe up from the bottom to get to that. I really like that. And I think they did a good job overall, especially for 168 bucks. You get LTE, you get the cameras on there, you can do your FaceTime stuff. Really, it's got everything you need for a basic tablet for you or a loved one or for a kid. It's a great product for all of that stuff, and it meets your day-to-day needs. But I think they did a good job, good quality hardware, and this is my first impressions video for it, and I like it so far. So that's all I've got on the Alcatel Joy Tab for T-Mobile or Metro PCS. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.